I made $4,000 today trading in the stock market, and in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how. I'm gonna break down the trade, the analysis, why I entered, why I exited, and show you all of that live in real time. I screen recorded this beforehand, so this is a live screen recording, and I will be showing you my account. I trade with $500,000. So if you guys are interested in learning how to trade, applications are now open for my mentorship group. If you click the first link in the description below, you can fill out the application on our website. But with that said, let's hop on inside my computer. I'm gonna share my screen and break down this trade on ticker symbol GOOGL and how I made $4,000. Here is the call out inside my mentorship group. This was yesterday. I sent out my call out saying that I was buying Google contracts. Okay, these were the August 18th 135 puts. I got filled at 1085 a contract. I'm in with 35 contracts at this point, and the equivalent market value of those contracts was about $47,000. So you can see connected real-time data. This is a live account, not a paper account. You can see we recently made a new high on the 4-hour time frame at $126.43. We came off the 180-day SMA back earlier this month, broke above the 15-day EMA. Since then, have been trading steadily above this level, forming higher highs and the lower lows. As soon as we saw a break below the 15-day EMA yesterday, that gave me confirmation of a reversal of this trend. So this bullish trend that had been carrying out over the last couple of weeks. So within my playbook, this setup on a chart, when I identify a chart that looks like this, it's called an overextended and overbought setup. The last two trades I actually took were both overextended, overbought. You can see the last call out, which I actually made 14% on from last Friday, called out this trade on ticker symbol MU last Friday, locked in profit. Monday, again, today is Wednesday, so Monday locked in profit on MU. You can see the same chart displaying a very similar story. We're sitting in overbought, overextended territory. Looking at the pattern, again, I have about 5 or 6 different setups that I trade. So there are certain criteria that fall within this overbought, overextended. Once I check off that criteria, then I'm able to either take the trade or not based off my risk parameters when it comes to risk to reward. And so the only way I'm able to visually know all this and keep track of this data is because I log my trades. I'm very thorough with my trade log process, and I keep track of a lot of data. This is obviously what I post inside the mentorship group, but in future videos, I will be revealing my actual trading journal and going over my trade history and record. And so I'll show you the account brokerage statement as well. But essentially, I was able to identify this overbought, overextended setup within this Google chart. Okay, I explained that once we broke above that 15-day EMA, that confirmed a reversal of direction and opened up a great opportunity to short to the downside. So essentially, that 50-day SMA was the clearest support we could see. So I'm using those moving averages, the 180-day SMA, 50-day SMA, and 15-day EMA to set my trade plan. Whether the stock is trading above or below those moving averages are going to be acting as support or resistance levels. So in this case, support at the 50-day SMA was my target for this trade. And I was going to get stopped out if this thing ended up turning around and broke through 126.43, the all-time high on the 4-hour, looking back over the last 180 days, which is where I do all my work. So managing risk is always being aware of the overall market. Overall market the last couple days was very strong. We started to see the market pull back, direction was chosen, and then we began selling off. So set my trade plan, entered this position, and then today I'll pull up my screen recording from this morning, show you my exit on the trade and locking in 4,000 profit live. So 30 seconds to market open. You can see Google gap down about 1%, okay, in the pre-market session down to 120.70. On the 4-hour, you can see we are approaching that 50-day SMA, my target, and with 1 second left to market open, here we go. Okay, so market just opened. I'm up 4.1K on the day. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the 1 minute. You can see, looking at our price movement right off the open, comparing, contrasting with the overall market, direction of the overall market off the open. Always looking at QQQ, IWM, and SPY on my other screen. Sent in a limit order to get filled on my contracts, although this was too high of an ask. Couldn't get filled, so I went ahead, readjusted Now we go here. And then I went about sending a second limit order in for 10 contracts, got filled at $15 a contract. So now I've got 25 contracts left on the table. P&L days 4.3K. I'm going to go in, send in another order to get filled at 15. Got filled on the remaining 25 contracts I had, locked in 4.4K on the day, 4.1K just about on the trade. So it's very hard to get the exact fill that you want. I always like trying to get filled at the top of the ask, if not a little out of the ask. So those first couple orders I sent through got rejected. I then tried to get filled on 10, got filled on those 10 as you saw, and then closed the remaining for 15 a contract. All right, on my brokerage TD, you can see my 35 contracts I got filled, okay, at $13.95. And then here are my exits. So fill price was within $10, give or take. Ended up getting out of this position, but just want to show you guys again, this is on my live connected real-time account. This is on my $500,000 account. You can see I have $509,000. So immediately after I got filled on this position, I then headed over to my mentorship group, sent out my alert saying that I closed the trade. Okay, you can see with a nice 8.6% return. And then I went ahead over to the profits section inside the mentorship group and asked the team if anyone made money with me on this position. Sent that out, posted my profit, and then here come member profits. And then you can see member profits started rolling in. One of our members made 21%. It looks like he bought the 125 puts instead of the 135. And I always say to my students that you don't have to, buy the exact contracts I'm buying. And legally, I have to say I'm not a financial advisor and I can't give any financial advice. So, nothing I post or say should be taken as financial advice. Nothing I say on this YouTube video should be taken as financial advice, but I can share with you what I'm doing and what works for me. And then per the individual, it is up to them to decide if the contracts that I bought fit within their risk reward criteria and parameters. So another one of our members, Maddie, making $975 on Google. So it's always great to see, when students get in on the trade that I post, they end up making money alongside myself. We ended up perfectly touching that 50-day SMA exactly as predicted, exactly as I showed you. So a great way to start the week, I'll just drag in a screenshot from my trade journal. 2 trades, okay, closed the MU trade for $3,600 profit. Today closed the Google trade for about $4,100 profit. So a nice start to the week. We're up around $8,000 and it's a Wednesday. So can't complain. Again, trading is honestly one of the best jobs in the world after you get through the learning curve. It's very difficult. You find the right mentor. It's extremely possible. And making $8,000 in the course of 3 days with little work. I mean, I spent an hour pretty much to find both of these trades, post them, and then off market open, close these positions for a profit. The amount of time I'm putting in, and what you don't realize is the amount of time that really good traders out there are putting in is a whole lot less than you'd think. But what you don't see are the, years on the front end that it took to get to where they are and where I am. But finding that mentor, whether it's myself or someone else, is going to help you speed up that learning curve. And that's always my best argument when anyone is questioning whether they should invest in themselves and invest in education or not. It's going to speed up your learning curve. That 2 to 3 years it could have taken now maybe condensed down to 6 months to become consistently profitable, or a year. And then just the fact that you will lose a lot of money trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, you're going to save a whole lot more money than you'd spend just investing in education. I'm here to help. Again, I break down my entire trading system, all of these setups, exactly how I'm finding these positions in the first place, and then going about entering, managing my trade, and closing for a profit. All of that's broken down inside my mentorship group. So if you want to apply, the link will be in the description below. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. And with that said, I will see you all in the next one. Later.